Okay, so I skipped way ahead. I was actually quite unsure of my sculpt and where I was at, so I tried a few things. I actually reached out to my helper group because I was ready to scrap this and did a few things, got their opinions, and I had a lot of great customizers telling me that it was looking great. So I went, he kind of looks like Watteau. I told you, credits are no good here. Sorry, I had a moment. Anyway, they all said that it was looking great. So, we have a tendency to beat ourselves up. I trust their opinion, and I'm going to keep on keeping on. I think once I get the hair on him, he's going to look a lot more like he should. Just got to do another ear, work on the symmetry a little bit, maybe carve some things down, build some things up, make him a little more horny, and give him a couple more knots on his head. But I think he is almost there. So I have another reference picture of him where his face looks quite a bit different. So I've actually kind of mixed and mashed the two just to try to get this kind of hybrid version. Ultimately, I want him to look more like this one, but I think it's going to turn out just fine. So let's go ahead and keep on sculpting. Okay, so all the underpainting is done. Been having some troubles with my airbrush, so I'm gonna have to figure that out, but hoping it may be just that this paint was old. I was having a little bit of trouble getting it out, but I guess we'll see when I start the yellow. Looks to me like I need to go over that one more time with some brown, but anyway, moving right along. I am really cutting it close. I have 3 days to finish this bad boy. Thankfully, with the yellow here, I'm gonna do just one layer of yellow, one layer of highlight, and then go through and just touch up everything with the brush, and we'll get the rest of the hair sculpted, and he should be done. So cutting it close, but I think we'll do it. So let's keep on keeping on. I am back. Literally burning the midnight oil on Halloween. It is quarter to midnight here in Colorado, but I darn near got this thing wrapped up. So did the underpainting as we saw earlier. I started out with a yellow. I really like the Aztec brand of airbrush paint that Testors makes. I think it's a little more durable than Createx, but between Michaels and Hobby Lobby, that's usually what I get. I don't really special order anything. So I started with the Aztec over the brown, and it made it look actually green. I'm still getting decent with color. I'm trying to be decent with color, so obviously putting those two together did not get the end result I wanted, so I just took some acetone and stripped down this leg, because it's the one I started on, and just simply repainted. So I did have some of the this craft brand paint from Hobby Lobby, just, you know, whatever they had. Like I said, I don't generally have a particular brand that I prefer, although I am getting quite fond of the Vallejo paints. But anyway, what I did is I went ahead and, there's my Secret Santa group now responding to my message. I put some reducer in it, because it's just your normal acrylic paint. I made it basically watery enough, see that, to where it went into my airbrush just fine. So I was actually able to airbrush that color on and really like that a lot better, comparing it to the actual color that was there. So what I plan to do now is I want to do a red wash over it, because I actually, once I realized I didn't get the color I wanted, I, lo and behold, used Experiment Man to kind of test that out. And so what I did is I did a red wash over that yellow after I had airbrushed it, and I really like how that turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that over the figure. We have to fix a couple little spots that I touched prematurely while the sealant was still drying. Not a big deal. I should know better, but we got to paint the loincloth and under here as well. I think it's just mostly black. I already did some shading on the face, as you can see, so I'm going to paint the red in the eyes, finish painting the tusks. Once that's all done, sculpt the hair on the face, sculpt the hair on the legs, paint that, and this bad boy is good to go. So shouldn't be any problem finishing it by tomorrow, as in, you know, 14 minutes from now. The due date is the 1st, so I should be wrapping him up after I get a little bit of sleep. I might do that hair in the morning. So right now, let's go ahead and get this bad boy washed and get those eyes painted, and we'll go from there. Okay, just like that, another year of Secret Santa in the books. I am still actually awaiting an address to ship this guy to, so give us a little bit of time to do the final figure review and let you get a real good look at him there. But I definitely felt this one was a little bit of a struggle for me for a few reasons. I am really happy with how it turned out, and I do know, obviously, I recognize with struggle comes growth, so hopefully that really helps me out in the future, and see what kind of crazy contraption we come up with next year. But I hate to inform you, there will be no horse this year. That would be one big ass horse I would have to put this guy on. But he's all done, so thanks for sticking with me. One more video, final review of Mr. Harmesh, and we'll be sending him to where he belongs. As always, thank you for watching. See you at the final review.